Tonight, racial slurs and inappropriate writings were painted all over an elementary school, and now community members are speaking out. Plus, some local teachers walked out of school in solidarity today to send a message to the district. And later, the beacon is lit in Two Harbors as a historic lighthouse gets a much-needed upgrade.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. Someone vandalized a Proctor Elementary School over Memorial Day weekend. The crime was not random, and that has some concerned. CBS3's Abigail Smith reports on what happened and how the Proctor community is responding.
Racial slurs, inappropriate and harmful phrases targeting specific children by name. That's what parents at Bayview Elementary School found over Memorial Day weekend. The vandals also ripped up plants in the student garden. Superintendent John Engelking says he's disappointed.
It's theirs. It's our communities. So damage to one part of our school community is damage to everybody.
Students now have to replant everything they've been growing for months.
Once I heard about when all the destruction happened, I got very sad because I worked hard on it. And once I heard it was on the playground, I was like, that's rude.
I felt disappointed and really sad because we worked really hard planting.
Teachers and school staff washed off the graffiti before students returned to school.
The biggest part was just, it was sad to see, this is a place for children, and so it was very sad to see that they would write things that are not appropriate for children on their playground.
Superintendent John Engelking says he believes it was an isolated incident, but still wants to know who was responsible. If you have any information, he says to contact the Duluth police. When asked, Engelking couldn't point to specific measures the district plans to take to protect the children named in the racially motivated graffiti. Duluth teachers walked out of class today in a show of solidarity. Teachers and staff from Laura MacArthur Elementary were one of several schools across the district who walked out ahead of their contracts ending next month. The Duluth Federation of Teachers organized the event. Their goal was to show support for the union and make their voices heard. The teachers say district leaders have hinted about changes they'd like to make to the contracts, but right now there's none set in place.
We don't know what's on the docket. The district hasn't announced any formal agenda for their part yet, so it's kind of a wait and see at this moment.
The teachers' contracts end July 1st. That's also when negotiations on their new contracts will begin. The 18-year-old accused of robbing a man on the Duluth Lake Walk with a machete is also accused of attacking his mom. Chase Covington made his first appearance in St. Louis County Court this morning on a charge of first-degree aggravated robbery. Police say he threatened a man with the machete Monday and took off with a backpack. Police later located him and took him into custody. According to court documents, Covington was charged just last week with domestic assault against his mother. Police say a machete was involved in that case, too. A judge set bail at $75,000. The former Superior Gymnastics coach charged with sex abuse appeared in court today on the third and newest abuse allegation. During the hearing, a Douglas County judge found probable cause to charge George Deppa. The 47-year-old was originally charged with the first 2 counts last month after 2 teens accused him of touching their genitals. The first 2 victims were 13 and 14 years old at the time. Court documents show the third victim came forward after seeing news reports about Deppa's charges. She claims Deppa touched her inappropriately during a private practice at Twin Ports Gymnastics in Superior last year. She was 13 at the time. Deppa is due back in court for arraignment on July 17th. Don't be deceived by the appearance of green. That message tonight from the Minnesota fire officials as we head into a hot, dry weekend. The Minnesota Interagency Fire Center says persistent dry conditions will mix with unseasonably warm temperatures, low humidity, and gusty winds. They warn that will result in near critical fire weather through the weekend. The agency stresses wildfires under these conditions can easily start and spread quickly. Officials are urging everyone to be careful with any potential heat source that can cause a spark. They ask you to not burn debris, keep campfires small, and make sure they are fully out before walking away, and to look out for sparks from gas-powered engines. They ask if you do spot a wildfire, don't hesitate, call 911. Dave's here for a quick check of the weather. Sounds like it's going to get pretty toasty warm around here.
Toasty, yes, Kristen, but what you just mentioned brings heart and hope to many of us, because it'll be a dry heat rather than a humid heat. That would be too hard to handle. But some folks love it hot, and this is your chance to shine. Others, like me, will spend the weekend in the basement where it's cooler. To each their own. Here's what's coming around for both sides of the story tonight. Chances for rain. 2 low-pressure systems, both fairly weak. The first one's bringing a little bit of rain to parts of Wisconsin right now, and the second one is starting to bubble up a little bit of precip here in parts of Koochiching County. 30% chance that you'll get a shot at this precip as the night goes on and through tomorrow. So this live look shows pretty nice conditions currently in Grand Marais. It may stay that way through tomorrow since the odds of precip are fairly low. So there's tomorrow's forecast. Tomorrow we go towards 80 for a high, and then 85 on Friday, 90 for the weekend. The whole weekend, I'll let you know if it'll spill into Sunday too, coming up in just a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Summer tourism is underway here in the Twin Ports, and after a year in a pandemic, Duluth city and state leaders say this summer season looks much more promising than last. CBS 3's Emma Quinn joins us live now. Emma, you spoke with city and federal officials this afternoon, and it sounds like they're already seeing a huge improvement in tourism dollars.
So, Kristen, U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar and Mayor Emily Larson held a press conference this afternoon and said Duluth is open for business, and they're encouraging tourists to come here to the Twin Ports this summer season. Now, Visit Duluth officials say tourism tax collections from April of this year were up 600% from April of 2020. This huge spike is due largely in part to hotels and restaurants reopening, and after operating at a limited capacity or closing their doors during the pandemic. Senator Amy Klobuchar says there's a lot of work being done in Washington, D.C. to help the tourism industry as a whole. She adds funding from the hospitality piece of the Rescue America Act is making its way to the Twin Ports.
We didn't want to be so much in a hole with restaurants closed down and hotels closed down that when people were ready to go again, that we had no place for them to visit. That's the opposite of where we are in Duluth right now.
Klobuchar adds she's had conversations with Canadian legislators to help get the northwest angle reopened to help those struggling businesses. She said they are taking steps in the right direction. Now, Visit Duluth officials say per year, roughly over 6 million people come here to the Duluth area. They say this summer they likely won't see the numbers they usually do, but they are confident that we'll have a good summer season here.
Certainly, we are looking at a much different summer than what we saw last year. Emma Quinn reporting live for us tonight. Thanks, Emma. As the summer tourism season kicks off, downtown Duluth is welcoming back customers. The Greater Downtown Council kicked off its Welcome Back campaign with the slogan, Better Together. After a tough couple years due to road construction, businesses are hoping things turn around. One business jumping on board is Huckleberry, a gift shop on Superior Street. Owner Emily Ekstrom is hiring staff and expanding hours.
And the whole concept behind it is to showcase we are here, we want your business, we're ready for you, we're open arms, so please come join us.
The Duluth Candy Company across the street also recently reopened under new owners. Duluth's downtown waterfront is about to look a whole lot brighter. The Greater Downtown Council is holding its annual event, planting flowers around the city. The council says 100 streetscape planters need to be filled, and today volunteers planted flowers along Superior Street. Tomorrow, they will be decorating Canal Park. If you're interested in helping, you can meet crews tomorrow on the corner of Buchanan Street and Lake Avenue at 10 a.m. You're asked to bring garden tools and gloves if you have them. We are now taking a live look at I-35. Next week, you may need to plan some extra drive time as parts of the northbound lane will be down to just one lane. MnDOT crews will be making repairs Monday, June 7th through Thursday, June 10th. The right lane will be closed between Boundary Avenue and the 63rd Avenue West Bridge. The closure starts at 9 a.m. Monday and lasts through Thursday afternoon. Drivers are asked to slow down and be cautious. One of Duluth's biggest events has unveiled some changes for its 25th year. The North Shore Inline Marathon and Skate Fest will happen in September. Today, organizers announced a new look and 2 new events, including inline and roller ski sprints. The 4th largest event of its kind in the world kicks off September 17th. Both Minneapolis and St. Paul are ending their coronavirus mask requirements. Twin Cities leaders made that decision as vaccination rates are on the rise. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry imposed the indoor mask mandate last spring. Fry said the mandate was lifted because more than 78% of city residents have received at least one COVID-19 vaccine dose. St. Paul Mayor Melvin Carter says a maskless Minneapolis limits the logic of keeping a mandate in place in St. Paul. So St. Paul officially ends its mandate today. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, a historical Northland lighthouse got a much-needed upgrade today, keeping its long legacy alive.
Today's record high temp for Duluth is 88 degrees from 1894. Today we made 76, 7 degrees warmer than normal. Tomorrow we'll push towards 80, 85 by Friday, and 90 is doable on Saturday. We'll talk about how long this warm spell will last coming up after our break.
CBS 3 News is brought to you by Villa Marina Health and Rehabilitation Center.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known secrets about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. Call right now for your free book. And as a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report. We researched over 1,200 annuities and summarized the rates and benefits of annuities from financially strong insurers. Again, that's Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and a free annuity rate report, both absolutely free, for calling Annuity General today. Supplies are limited. Call now.
Call 800-816-8219. That's 800-816-8219.
Villa Marina Health and Rehabilitation Center is a beautiful one-level facility in Superior, Wisconsin, with 24-hour skilled nursing care. With a 5-star rating by Medicare, you can expect high-quality care. We offer a variety of services, including restorative care after a hospital stay, intensive rehabilitative therapy care after surgery, or long-term care for those who are no longer able to handle the necessities of daily life on their own. To learn more, call or visit Villa Marina Health Center in Superior.
The U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame Museum is for everyone. Visit the Great Wall of Inductees, shoot some pucks, and hit the gift shop. Celebrating the history of American hockey through exhibits and memorabilia. The U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame Museum, a must-stop for hockey fans everywhere.
Excitement is building for something big. The Girl Scout Thin Mints Blizzard exclusively at DQ. It's an iconic combo. Pieces of Thin Mints cookies mixed with refreshing cool mint and world-famous DQ vanilla soft serve, making a treat so innovative that every bite is a sweet feat of ingenuity. In the Girl Scout Thin Mints Blizzard at DQ. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Coming up Thursday on CBS 3 this morning, it's the last episode of our series on mental health awareness.
And the heat and humidity make its way back to the Northland. I'll break down all those details.
So make sure to wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
How do we get to outer space, Vivian?
Okay, so we pass the supermarket, and then we go all the way to a planet that has a wing on it.
Are these like dinosaurs?
The dinosaurs died out.
What?
They're only in bones. They're real, but they're dead, and they're in bones in the museum.
Tiffany Haddish hosts a new Kids Say the Darndest Things tonight at 8/7 Central or stream anytime on CBS.
Get your news on the go. The CBS 3 mobile app. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Temperature times today, not too bad at all. Not overly cold, but a little bit cool by the lake for some places, and gloriously warm perhaps for other places. Low 80s. So if you're one of those warm weather fans, we're starting to get it. Hit 82 in International Falls, 80 for Grand Rapids, and now 81 towards Moose Lake. Cooler by the lake saved some folks who don't like it that warm. It was only 61 on Park Point, 67 in Superior. And in between then, we had 72 in Silver Bay, 79 for Ashland, just a degree warmer in Hayward, and even the Upper Peninsula, which lately has been cooler than the other two states, not doing too bad, from 75 to 77. Tomorrow, I think the common theme will be about 80 to 83, and then by Friday, mid-80s, and then by Saturday, 90, doable for a lot of our towns. But since this air is coming out of the desert southwest, it'll be low relative humidity. We just might get through it all right. It'll be that dry heat, which seems to be a lot more tolerable than the wet heat from the Gulf of Mexico. Current conditions at Duluth Airport, 73 degrees, 49% for the relative humidity. And we have a southeasterly wind that's hitting 8 miles per hour. 29.83 inches of mercury is our air pressure. And that's because we're in between two troughs of lower air pressure. Because we're in between, we've got more dry conditions than anything else, but that could change as the night goes on. 30% chance through tomorrow. Quick look at our current temperatures shows some pockets of 60s by the lake, a lot of 70s for much of the rest of the region, and still a few 80s from Grand Rapids down to Aiken and through Cromwell right and into Moose Lake. So summer here, right on cue. June starts, and here come the warm temperatures. And here comes the rain. Just light stuff in northern Wisconsin or central Wisconsin from the first of the two troughs of lower pressure. Now, the second one's more towards the border with Minnesota and Canada, and that is starting to bubble up. A couple of showers here in Koochiching County and parts of northern St. Louis County. 30% chance you get some rain tonight, 30% chance you'll get a little bit of thunderstorm activity tomorrow. Yeah, thunderstorm activity, but just a 30% chance for payoff Thursday. Then Friday, higher pressure takes over to make it warm into the mid-80s, and Sunday, of course, Saturday, I mean, the hot day, when the high pressure brings up that southwestern air and makes it hot and steamy. Well, no, not so steamy, as I've been saying, hot and dry with high temps near 90. Already by Sunday, we'll start to fall back into the 80s and reverse the process. Later next week, we get back into the 70s. Tonight, into the 50s in Minnesota with a 30% rain chance. Wisconsin and Michigan should have a range of low temps from 52 to 56 with a 30% rain chance. And then tomorrow, Wisconsin, Michigan high temps go into the low 80s with a 30% chance for isolated thunderstorms. Minnesotans could get those storms with 70s by the lake and 80s inland. But the low 80s then of Thursday go to the mid-80s on Friday, hitting 90 or so on Saturday, maybe even warmer inland. And then there's that reverse process I mentioned, dropping back into the 80s Sunday, Monday, dropping into the 70s by Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday through Tuesday, Kristen, we do get another chance for rain, 30 to 50% chances for showers and thunderstorms.
Sounds like we might need it after that 90 degree, 85 degrees.
And even the dry heat, even if it feels good to us, it probably won't be good for nature. The fire danger will go up. So hopefully 3 days of rain takes us back into the safety zone.
I hope so. Thanks, Dave. Lighthouses not only serve a practical purpose of guiding ships into the harbor, they also are a beacon of nostalgia. CBS 3's Kendall Jarbo shares how the historic lighthouse in Two Harbors just got a bright new upgrade.
The beacon is lit once again at the lighthouse in Two Harbors, and it's a symbol of hope for the community.
The Lake County Historical Society celebrated an important moment Wednesday by flipping the switch on the historic lighthouse's new LED flashing light. This lighthouse holds the oldest continuously operating beacon on the North Shore, operating since 1893. Now it serves as a private aid to navigation, guiding ships into the Agate Bay ore docks, something it's been unable to do when the beacon went dark in 2019.
That catastrophic failure happened right at the beginning of the pandemic, so it's taken us a little bit of time in coordination with the Coast Guard to figure out what our next moves would be.
Installed by the Coast Guard, the light is finally back on after a year and a half of darkness, a symbol of the community's luminous past and bright future.
This beacon is on loan from the Coast Guard while they raise more money to buy a permanent one.
Thanks, Kendall. Lake County Historical Society is in the planning stages of fundraising for a $60,000 rotational LED beacon. The hope is to one day restore the classic sweeping light to the shoreline. Coming up in sports, UMD women's hockey has a bench boss that is sticking around. Kelly is in with the details next.
Northwest Outlet with all the brand names you want, including the North Face and Columbia.
CBS3 Live Cams, brought to you by KohlerChef.com, now featuring the Kohler Express Deal online buying solution. KohlerChef.com, a better way to buy.
The Memorial Sale at Slumberland ends Saturday. Everything is an additional 25% off our already low price. Plus, great doorbuster deals.
Well, hello, Slumberland.
The huge Memorial Sale at Slumberland ends Saturday.
If you have been financially affected by the COVID pandemic, then this message is for you. Are you among the many folks who have lost their jobs, or if you've been furloughed or working from home at a reduced pay? If you have credit card debt and cannot make your monthly payments, we at Debt Fix Pros can help. Call us to see how we can reduce your interest rates and lower your monthly payments. If you are struggling with credit card debt, we can help. Call 1-800-804-9036 now to get out of debt.
The new Kubota LX Series, built with comfort and versatility to outlast any job on the list. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo.
No one serves you better than Bullet Implement.
At Extreme, we know when your internet works, your life works. Living with unreliable internet or slow speeds is a hassle you can't afford. So don't just settle for subpar service. Get Extreme Internet and transform your whole home. Prices start at $19.99 a month for 1 year. You deserve fast, reliable internet. With Extreme, you can get speeds from 60 meg up to an amazing 1 gig. Right now, prices start at less than $20 a month for 1 year. Call us today, 844-EXTREME-2.
They're only going to graduate once, which means this is your only chance to get this right. Are you worried? Of course not. When the pressure is on, you know where to turn. Super One has you covered for all your grad party needs. Our fresh fruit, deli party favorites, and handcrafted baked goods are sure to impress. So sit back and get this party started. Super One Foods, helping you bring family and friends together for over 40 years.
Little child, we're in a
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. We are starting summer out with a great special on all our bathroom products. Right now, you can get 20% off your entire project and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Get your project off your to-do list now and not pay for it until later. Go to bathplanet.com or call us today to take advantage of this amazing offer. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
Incredible savings on Sealy mattresses during our big Memorial Sale now at Slumberland. Plus, come try any of our 8 memory foam queen mattresses, all for under $9.99. And get free shipping. The huge Memorial Sale at Slumberland Furniture ends Saturday.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. Weeknights on CBS.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
After leading the Bulldog women's hockey team to their first Frozen Four since 2010, UMD has locked down head coach Maura Kroll. She's reached an agreement with the school on a 4-year contract extension that'll keep her in Duluth through the 2025-26 season. In 6 seasons over at UMD, Kroll has an overall record of 179-20, including a 10-8 record in the postseason. She's led the program into the NCAA tournament twice and was named USCHO Women's Coach of the Year back in 2017. She's coached 5 All-Americans, including 3 this past season. Kroll has also spent time as the USA Hockey U18 head coach, leading Team USA to a World Championship gold medal in 2020. The years are all messed up. Well, it was back in 1988 that Mike Randolph took over the helm of the Duluth East hockey program. Since then, he's helped the Greyhounds to 18 state tournament appearances, 2 state championships, and 6 second-place finishes. Well, as we learned last night, this past season, his 32nd as bench boss, it would be his last. Randolph has resigned as Duluth East head coach amid allegations disclosed in an outside investigation that we are not available at this time. According to the Star Tribune, Randolph has coached the Greyhounds to 658 wins.
No, he's a player's coach. I think every coach in the state would say that he's taken a program and ran with it and kind of created what Duluth East is, and it's the envy of every other program in the state. And I'm comfortable saying that just based on the messages that I've just received, but that he's received and the support he's gotten from the coaching community.
At this time, CBS3 Duluth has reached out to both Mike Randolph and Duluth East Athletic Director Sean Rode. We have not heard back from either by news time. Randolph is expected to make public comments this Friday. There's also a school board meeting set for tomorrow evening. And it's officially playoff golf season in the Northland. After missing their entire season last spring, golfers in Wisconsin have finally had an opportunity to compete in the postseason again starting today. Over at Nemaji Golf Course, Superior was hosting a WIAA boys regional tournament. Could not have been a prettier day for it either. On the 17th, Superior's Andrew Rude needs an up and down to save par. Great chip in there. He taps it in for his 3. Rude finishes tied for 11th with a plus 577. He's on to sectionals. His teammate Matthew Nault took a page right out of his book. A nice chip for a par on the par 3 17th. Nault was also tied for 11th with a 77. He's on to sectionals as well, along with Jamin Durfee, who was 18th. But this day belonged to Eau Claire Memorial. They won the Big Rivers Conference outright in the regular season and played like it today. Freshman Will Schlitz came in first with a 4 under 68. In second, Minnesota commit Bennett Swavely shot a 3 under 69. He helped lead Hudson onto sectionals. The top 4 teams advance, which means that Superior just missed qualifying as a team, but just 4 strokes in 5th place. Their 3 individual will play at sectionals next Tuesday in Wausau. All I got to say is it was a perfect day for golf out there.
That's what I was going to say. I don't know a whole lot about golf, so I was trying to follow everything you were just saying, but all I could think about,
kid, I'll show you. But
all I could think about was a beautiful day they had.
Beautiful day yesterday and today. We've got some talented, fun golfers to watch in this region. Specifically, the Minnesota State High School Tournament. We'll see a lot of Northland talent next week. You want to keep your eyes on CBS3 Duluth. We're going to be profiling all of them.
We sure will.
Exciting.
Thanks, Kelly. Tonight on the CBS3 News at 10, as more folks start to head up the shore this summer, one Northland Historic Lighthouse got a much-needed upgrade. The new upgrade will not only help keep its longtime legacy alive, but also help sailors navigate the rocky surroundings. Tonight, we'll take a deeper look at this lighthouse's rich history. Dave, just a beautiful day out there.
Yeah, and the week ahead, well, beauty's in the eye and the thermometer of the beholder. Our temperature trend for next week looks like a musical scale. 80, 85, 90, 87, 80, 79, 79. So it goes up and then it goes down. And in between, a couple of rain chances. Thursday we get a shot, and then Sunday through Tuesday, otherwise sunny. So Friday, Saturday, with that warmth, it will be sunny, and it'll be a dry heat, so most of us may actually like it.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you at 10.